says we're going live, and it says we're going live, and we're live. So it claims. Hello, peoples. Popping out my chat. What?
I'm just like the way the screen is right now for me. Like I've got you full screen and then me in the little corner. I was like, I wonder if there's a way I can see it like other people see it.
Oh,
but I can't.
Oh, so you can side by side? Mine are stacked, and I don't know why. Hello, welcome to We Discuss How Zoom Works Corner. Hi guys, welcome to Shusha Secret Time. I'm Tara. That one is Natalie.
I'm Natalie.
What screen are you on? Oh, you're to my sweater. That's Natalie. Now I know. And this is a live stream. If you've never joined our live streams before, what's going on here is that we stop once a week and do a behind the scenes look at our lives and the channel, what we're up to. Right now, we are in separate cities, so we're doing this remotely. Natalie is in Fredericksburg, Texas, for the Hill Country Film Festival, where our film Social Anxiety is screening tomorrow. More on that later. I am home cleaning. Look at my new printer. I got a new printer finally. I'm very excited about this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I was wondering if this giant box behind you was.
The printer and my vacuum cleaner. It's very exciting over here. All right, we normally start this off by saying hi to you people in the chat because we like to know who we're talking to. So if you're new here and you think that you're just going to passively watch this, that's not really what we do. We do engagement. We like to talk to you. We want to know who's out there. So you're going to say hi. And this time I'm going to say the hellos because Natalie is operating off of her phone. Oh, and then she just went dark. Oh no. Oh no. It'll be all right. Oh, wait, you don't have any audio. Asta, you got it? There we go.
I got kicked in and out. I don't know.
I don't know, guys. It's a live stream. Technical errors. All right, let's do this thing. Hello, David Faith. Hello, Sovereign Bear. Hello, Shannon West. Blair Beverage in the house. Oh, good. We got a blue wrench out there. Excellent. Hello, Ed Keaton. Howdy, everyone. Happy Thursday, ladies. Happy Thursday to you, Ed. Lockpicking Engineer says, good day, all. Derek Ward is here. Jack Boots is here. Clayton Gordon is here. Hello, 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 he says. And then Lockpicking Engineer just gives us a string of these really cute little emojis. I'm sad that you can't see them because I've never seen these before. Greg Phillips, hello. Super chatted us. Still keeping the wheels of the industry turning. Doing my best to prove to our new owner that we are viable when all around everyone is seemingly giving up. Oh no, it doesn't help being asked to God's waiting room, fossils for the workforce. Oh man, hilarious. Desiree Gonzalez is here. Denkar is here. Jack Boots. Melinda Reagan-Fuss is here. Stephen Brown. Hello, hello. GOP presidential candidate Umbach. I did not know he would be our first mushroom president. That would be really exciting.
That would be a step up.
Step up. In all regards.
Fungus as our president, it would be a step up.
Be an improvement so many ways. Lito is here. You know, this Constance is here. I almost didn't do it. Oh, and then the screen jumped. You jerk. Okay, here we go. Desiree Gonzalez got you. Shannon West got you. Diddy Jensen is here.
Hi.
Melno Tilak is here.
Yeah.
That's the Howard. CT is here. Hello, CT. Yeah. And then David Faith did my favorite set of emojis, the girl running from the T-Rex. Excellent. Deborah Lerman is here. Welcome everybody to the Shushy Shush. Today, let's kick this sucker off with our Algo Monster Feeding Question of the Week. This is related to the episode coming out tomorrow, and you can put this answer anywhere. We're just trying to help you give you fodder for the internet to help us feed the monster that is the algorithmic principles. When you're making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, what is your go-to jelly? The flavor that you prefer most? It's definitely not grape for me.
Really? Definitely not grape?
No. I never do grape.
Okay, what about with toast? Like just plain toast?
Just plain toast? Like, oh man, it's really hard for me to actually commit to putting jelly on toast because I love toast with butter so much. Like, so when I do, it's like a strawberry.
I like toast with butter and apple butter.
Oh yeah, apple butter. Ooh. My favorite.
With butter and apple butter.
Butter and
at the same time.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh,
all the butters. I really like peanut butter sandwiches with bananas and honey. My dad used to do that, and now I'm on it. Oh, it's so good.
I
So
actually don't
good.
think I've ever thought about which jelly goes on my peanut butter and jelly. Like
Yeah,
it's
it was
just
something.
whatever's in there.
Yeah, it didn't occur to me until while I was like trying to figure out the question. I was like, I wonder what other people use for their jelly. Like I was just curious.
Because grape is my go-to jelly. Like,
Okay.
you're at the diner and there's little packets and
Yeah.
grape is always my go-to jelly.
Yeah, I never
But
grabbed the grape. It's usually strawberry, I guess.
but
In
grape
that
is my
scenario.
favorite of everything. And strawberry is your favorite of all of
Yeah,
those things too.
for sure.
So grape is just my favorite of all. And so grape's normally what's in my fridge. So I don't of the jelly that was mixed with the peanut butter and the bread. It's just sugar at that point. Like,
I don't know. It's sugar.
Doing anything else? Yeah.
I got grape, apple, strawberry for Clayton. Blair likes raspberry. I could dig on that. I would think raspberry would be really good. I could make my own raspberry jam. CT says strawberry. Male no Thailand. Oh, Clayton, that's right. Backwards. Is strawberry preserves. Dinkar says blueberry. I like that. Apricot jam for Goomba. David says pickle jam because he likes to stir the pot. Let's see. Grape jelly. CT's on the grape jelly train. Stephen Brown's on the blueberry train. Strawberry, raspberry. Deborah and Derek.
So, okay, now here's a new question. Do people have multiple flavors of jelly in their fridge, or you just have one jelly that you keep around?
That's the thing. I always just have one. Like I have the strawberry that you gave me for the thing, but other than that, it's always just one jar.
Yeah. Well, I mean, normally, so I almost always only have grape jelly in my fridge, which is what I was saying. And so my peanut butter and jelly is always grape jelly just because that's what I have. Like, I don't know what I someday I'm going to have to experiment and see what, if I have a preference, like I'll make 5 different peanut butter and jellies and try them with all different flavored jellies and see if I like one better than the other.
Maybe like I was making fruit to go into those chocolates I was making last year. But I got on a big kick because all the produce looked so good. So I started making fresh, essentially jellies is what they were.
Yeah.
And like pineapple jelly and peanut butter. I'm curious now. I made
I don't want to. That's what I mean. I love apple butter on toast, but I don't know that I would like that with peanut butter. I mean, it's probably fine, but
you can't even get me into the sunflower seed butter. Like that's my preferred nut butter. It's sunflower seed butter.
No. I want the crappy cheap shit.
Oh, sunflower seed butter. Wow, so good to me. Huckleberry. Oh, huckleberry would be really good.
Huckleberry's good.
Watermelon.
I want to go to the boysenberry festival at what's it called? Knott's Berry Farm.
Oh, that'd be fun. Blueberry. I want to try this watermelon jelly situation. That sounds really fun. All right. Tara is peanut butter and jelly mold. Tara's peanut butter and jelly mold. I think they're trying to make you do a Jello mold.
I could do it. I think it's possible.
That's too much, man. I don't know. I have to figure out how to wrap my head around that. Like, I don't know about that. You're treading into weird ground, people.
Well, but it is a lot.
That's
but
weird.
I mean, think about it. Macaroni, like pasta, is just harder jelly. It is harder Jello. Really, there's not a lot of flavor to it. It's just a little bit more solid Jello.
I'm gonna go with a leap. I'm gonna say it's just oddly shaped bread.
Okay, yeah. All of them are just vehicles for other flavors.
I think the only way to get around the Jello mold peanut butter and jelly sandwich is to pretend like the wiggly part is just a lot of jelly.
It's a candy.
Yeah.
Like
yes.
It's like I don't know. It is just another shape of the same flavor. I don't know.
Yes. The space station isn't allowed to jam as they don't own the rights to Space Jam. I thought it was a real thing for a good 5 words.
Here's your chance to do your dance at the Space Jam. All right.
Jello molds are terrible. I cannot stand them, says Blair. Oh, Blair. I'm going to make you a pickle Jello mold at this point. Yep. All right, guys, let's do some business time. Tomorrow. So why all this peanut butter and jelly talk? tomorrow we are launching a episode. It is our peanut butter, jelly, and mac episode. It is a Disney recipe that Natalie found from the food festival. Tell them about the food festival again, in case they don't know what's going on.
Once or twice a year at Disney California Adventure. I'm sure they do this at Disney World too, but I don't know anything about that. There's a bunch of trucks and things going by. They do these food festivals, and they do these little pop-up kiosks in California Adventure, and there's normally about 13, 14 of them. And what's fun is you can go buy like a passport is what they call them, and it is a little on a lanyard. It's like this on a lanyard, and then there's little tabs that you can pull off and exchange them for food around the entire thing. And then they have like each kiosk is themed. So what we're doing tomorrow, or in the past and launching tomorrow, is peanut butter and jelly macaroni. And it was at their like crazy cheese booth or something like that. And I found the recipe online. It was like, I have to try this. And they released it during the pandemic. They had released when they were releasing a bunch of recipes. Yeah.
Oh, it was super good. I mean, it's a small portion dish because I had quite the tummy ache after that, which makes sense.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you and I are both dying.
Well, the way they do it, I mean, obviously it's all just like little fair food, and they give you like these small servings. So it definitely is not intended to be a full course meal. It's a side dish.
They definitely wouldn't have served as much as I served myself, and then ate the entire bowl because it was so good. Oh, it was.
But it's fun. I like doing it.
Yeah, it was really good. Highly recommend.
They normally have one in the spring and then one in the fall, and it's always like right before it's in November, I think, is when the fall one is, like into winter. And it was always like leading up to my birthday. And so I would go and get the pass and be able to come back and use the rest of my tabs on my birthday because it like stretched out.
Oh, that's fun. I like that. I like whenever they have a passport or something, or like a collective thing. I think it's gotta be that 90s kid, McDonald's toy era where like you collected all the toys, and like that has been ingrained in me. I love stuff like that. Yeah. They're talking about weird Jello molds, Natalie. It's really rude. Blair says he'll make me a cuttlefish Jello mold in response, and I hate him for even the word. Someone else said that. Sea cucumber Jello mold.
Ew, I don't want to do that.
No, I can't remember why that thought. Oh yeah, because I had this serious consideration. I was like, what if I go on Survivor? Like, because I've been watching it like nonstop in the background, and I'm like, what if I did do Survivor? I was texting to Neil about it. Like, what if I just did Survivor, because it kind of seems like fun. The only part that would get me, and there's an episode that happened recently in the season I'm watching where they ate all kinds of weird foods from the area, and I'm like, that's where I'm not going to make it. I would die.
I've always wanted to go on those ones where it's a team one, because like the things that I'm weak at, there was that one where they traveled the world, the Great
Amazing Race.
Amazing Race. Yeah. And I was like, those ones, I'm like, because like the Survivor ones, when it's a team one, like the things that I can't handle, most other people can handle. And the things that other people can't handle, I'm like, I got that, I'm like, I can muscle down. I will do all those weird food things. You let the cockroach crawl on your hand.
Yeah. I'll do the running, the jumping. I was like, okay, if I did this, I need to start training. Number one, I need to start running sprints, not run, but like sprint running, because like, that's the kind of running they do. I need to start swimming. Like I would start training for it. I need to learn how to make a fire for real, not like, I need to like practice making a fire every goddamn day. Like I was like, if I did this, what does that mean I'd have to do in preparation for this? And it'd be 39 days of being gone. Because I think even if you don't make it all the way, you have to stay because they don't want people to find out.
You have to stay sequestered.
Yeah, or if you make it past a certain point, especially because you wind up going on the jury for it. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually kind of considering it because I think it'd be so much fun. Blair says I want to be on Survivor for years, but they hated Canadians until recently. I did love Amazing Race. Yeah, I'm considering it. Your girl may be on Survivor at some point because that's like an old school kid fantasy of mine of being stranded on an island and like surviving. Yeah. So the voting people out part's where I lose interest. I'm like,
Survivor never I don't like the ones that are popularity contests.
Yeah.
Like I want it to be fucking real, just skill. Like
Survivor
let
stuff.
me.
Let's just, there's a new one that's like all
like
EMT. It's all women. It's all firefighters, EMTs and stuff. And they have to like survive in like brutal climates and stuff. I want to watch that one. It looks pretty interesting.
There's the one that just came out that's all celebrities or like pseudo celebrities.
Okay.
But it's like, you know, it'd be like, I can't remember any of the people, but it was like, you know, washed up actresses and stuff. But it was like they're doing and athletes that are, you know, former athletes. It'd be like Chad Ochocinco being in one of them.
Okay.
And like, but it was things like doing a zip liney thing across the Grand Canyon and they're freaking out. And it's like they all are trying to prove something. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't watch it. I don't watch any of those. I like the concept, but I've never gotten into those shows.
Yeah, I'm not like super into reality. I just like the survival aspect of it. And so for the show, like I'm half-ass watching it. Like it's just on while I'm doing stuff. And I'm like,
did get
sometimes
into I say I really did get into like ones where there's a real skill. Like there was a show called Top Shot for a while. And it was each week they did they did a competition that was a shooting competition. And sometimes it was like a new skill that they didn't like they all came from different backgrounds of having firearm experience, or, you know, military, or they were showmen or whatever. And then it's like, oh, this week we're all doing bow and arrow. And like only one of them has any experience with bow and arrow. And they're all like trying to, I don't know, it was all marksmen though. Yeah, that one was like, that's real skill. And then of course they had like some kitschy thing that they were doing with it. But I'm like, there's actual real skill here. And these are real people. Like I love American Ninja Warrior.
Oh,
like,
God,
I will watch
that show
all the time. But those are like the only reality shows I watch.
If that's on at a bar, I cannot stop watching. It's always when I wind up seeing it. It's on at a bar and I can't stop watching it.
I really wanted to go to one of those tapings.
Yeah.
Like I see the advertisements every once in a while and I'm like, or the casting for the, yeah, but it's always the middle of the night. They film it in the middle of the night overnight. And it's always like I see it like the day before. I'm like, I'm not driving down to Santa Monica and
and sitting through this overnight. I don't do that anymore.
I have to plan for overnight excursions.
Yeah,
you know, like that has to be 2 weeks in advance minimum if I'm going to do something that's overnight.
Get enough sleep. I need to rework my schedule a little bit, and then I can do it overnight. Because oh God, they're brutal.
But I love those. I love those kind of reality shows.
Yeah, anytime I have to stay up late and close the bar, I'm like, I get to that last hour and I'm like, it's the struggle bus for me. Like I have a hard time. I'm like done.
Well, 2 nights ago when I had forgotten that the screening was happening for Miss Brown, like I was like, I don't know. What am I have to take a shower and I have to do all these things. I'm like, I'll just do it when I get home. And like I had to go to the grocery store and I didn't end up taking a shower. I took a shower when I got here, but it was like, I was like, no, I can't do it because I can't get myself that sleep. I have to get up at 4 a.m. I can't, so there was just like this panic of if I had planned ahead and knew I was only getting 2 hours sleep that night, that would have been a thing. But as it like approached and it was like the amount of sleep that I was getting was like shrinking. I was like, I'm not ready for that. I haven't planned for 2 hours.
I can't do this. I can't get that little, like I definitely need more sleep than I ever used to. Like coming back from Texas, getting up at 4 a.m. Texas time, which is 2 a.m. here.
Yeah.
Slept on the plane, but that was it. And then got back and did a closing shift that night. So basically awake more or less 20 hours. Like at the end of that, I was like, I might not make it today.
Yeah.
This is brutal. Yeah, it was just way harder than I remember it ever being. I plan on being Survivor and winning within the next 4 years, says Pat Germano. Pat, let's compete.
Pat, yes. Pat, Pat is gonna do amazing during the trials. And then on the very first question, he'll get out.
The very first vote, they'll be like, yeah. Pat.
Do you remember, Pat Germano remembers, Pat was on Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
I remember that.
Pat did all of the testing for Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? And he was like their guinea pig when they did all the rehearsals for it. He was amazing at it. And then when they went live, it was like the very first question he got out on.
He's texting, stop.
I'm bringing back terrible memories.
Welcome.
Oh, that was
funny face
such
from Pat.
Oh, it was such a funny, like,
Welcome, Ryan. Good to see you too.
it was a movie moment because I mean Pat already knew what had happened too, obviously, like, and he can't tell us, but
right.
We all knew that Pat had been doing this thing like behind the scenes. He had been rehearsing and they were going to be doing this, and then he filmed his episode and did not tell us what had happened.
So funny.
And we were all watching. I think I saw it at the dark room. I was watching at the bar, I think.
Funny. I get voted off the island, but like any good fungus, I'd come back. Yes, you'd be on the island episodes for sure. Mm-hmm. Okay, back to a little bit of business time. Sorry, I took us off on a tangent. We're not gonna have a video launching next week, but we're gonna be coming back the following week with our Bib and Bamp episode, which I think, from my memory, is hysterical because it's spicy and it didn't go well for you. But
I was out on the first question
of the Bib and Bamp challenge. Oh my God, it was so funny. I was like pulling together, like cleaning up photos and stuff, and there's a picture of you coming back from the kitchen. I forget what you're doing, but it's the Bib and Bamp episode. And you're just like so shell-shocked from eating. You're like miserable.
I'm not okay. I'm not okay.
More of those not okay jokes. Oh God, speaking of which, tomorrow's episode, guys, holy Toledo, what a shit show. You're gonna love it. It's classic Natalie and Tara in the kitchen, like old school style, with technical issues up the wazoo.
And for no reason, we just fucked up left and right.
Oh my God. And not even just like, you'll never even see the post problems. Like I can't even give you the words for what was happening with the audio in my project. I had to do so much finagling to like get the audio from my mic in that second part, like that last part. Like it's not there. It's not actually there. It's only there in special ways. So I had to drive that into there. It's weird.
I tried to do the sound edit last night so that we could try to get so that tomorrow I can festival, or today I could festival and not have to worry about it. But I'm like, there were like two that I noticed right off. No, I didn't even notice that the park sound wasn't there at first. Like it wasn't until much later.
Yeah, when I was exporting that one, because I remember I was going so slow and so careful because of that. I'm like, okay, every line but this line. Like I can't even tell you why it didn't show. Just so much stuff that I'm just like, I was pulling my hair out getting all the audio exported that first time, and like it's that's where the color didn't get done, because that took me so long. I was like, I'm out of time. Like I have to just like, and I front loaded that because I had a feeling it was going to be hard.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, but then it was like there was, when I got, by the time I was like halfway through it, I'm like, wait a minute, I don't even have all of the sound. Like, what am I? And I was also wanting to make those wine bottles, and I was exhausted from traveling all day. I was just like, I think I'm just going to be done. I think I'm just done for today. And I woke up so many times last night thinking that I needed to be awake because I set an alarm for 8 o'clock. It's not early. I got to sleep. I didn't have anything to do until 11:45. I needed to get ready. I needed to finish editing. But I was like so worried that I was going to sleep through my alarm that I woke up and I have these weird dreams when it's time to wake up that I've looked at my clock, and I have to like tell myself, Natalie, that wasn't real. Yep. You didn't actually look at your clock. It was 4:44 for like 5 hours because I kept looking at my clock and it said 4:44. It never happened. Not once did I look at the clock and it said 4:44. I don't think. But I had to go Natalie, that's not real. You didn't actually look at your clock. That's part of a dream. So you have no idea what time it is. You have to actually check. Like Natalie, roll over and look at the clock. Will myself.
I hate that. And I'm such a weird sleeper too, that like dreams are actually reality a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Like it's so often my brain, I think my brain just has a really hard time in that in-between space. Like it's just really good. Yeah, I'm really good at gaslighting myself, Shannon. Thank you very much. At least Natalie didn't throw her arm across the room this time.
You don't know that. That's reference to the time that my arm, I woke up in the middle of the night and there was a hand on my face, and I freaked out because there was this cold cold, dead hand on my face, and I chucked it, but it was my own hand that had fallen so asleep that I had no feeling. Yeah, I thought that something was, I was like, what is this on my face?
I remember that.
Oh my God, that's a hand. Oh my God.
I went through a phase where like my arms were falling asleep every night that I was going to sleep. Like there was some nerve at a place, and like every morning I wake up with that feeling in my arms. I'm like, oh my God, they're gonna fall off this time. Like, no, you're fine. Everything's fine. Just get feeling back in your arms. It was so funny. I got a question here. Miss Levin, I don't know. Welcome. First off, says, what's the Hill Country Film Festival like? Is it like Cannes?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never been to that one.
Me either. I have no idea.
I think this is warmer.
Less French, a lot less French.
No, this town, this Fredericksburg, we're in Hill Country, Texas. So Austin, head west. And this little town is so freaking cute. It's an old German settlement. So there's a lot of German restaurants, and like right here I can see Der Liederbaum, and there's Oschlander, which actually I think I'm going there tonight. It's a beer garden. So it's got a lot of German influence, and but the whole thing is wine country. So there are wine. I mean, I am at Becker Vineyards, Texas Hill Country wine tasting right now. I have one more glass, and it's just a bunch of little tasting rooms, and it is on this main street, and it's glorious, and I love it. And today was this first day of this festival, but it's a really quiet day. Like they know Thursdays, not many people are showing up. There's only there's 3 screenings all day, 2 short film blocks, and 1 documentary that I'll be going to later. And then they have 2 opening parties, a filmmaker mingle, and then it's the weekend of just watching. It's only two screens, so they're not doing, it's not a ton of film. There's this national, hold on, I can find it, National Museum of Pacific War. I found the sign. That's where one of the screenings is, in the ballroom there, and the other one's at this place called Hoffman House. It's a hotel, but also has a big ballroom thing that they have a screen up in. But it's very chill, but it's very, like, I don't know, you just drink wine all day.
Yeah.
Like I'd forgotten kind of. Actually, it was kind of funny. So I've been saying, because I came here 5 years ago for this festival, and I was like, it's like it's wine country. It's wine country. And then I started to go, is it? Did I make that up? Did I just go drink some wine and then tell people that it was wine country? Did I go to like 2? Did I go to 2 tasting rooms and just get tipsy and like tell everyone? And so as I was driving into town, and it was vineyard after vineyard after vineyard after vineyard after vineyard, I was like, okay, thank God, I'm not a crazy person. I'm not just a wino. I also have a memory that was real.
It is true. Yeah, I love Fredericksburg. It's so cute. I often wind up driving through it. If I drive to Texas, I'll wind up driving through it. It's really cute. I like the area a whole lot.
It's super cute.
No, it's nowhere near where we were. Oh, I was thinking about when we went tubing, if that was anywhere near, but no, that's more south.
Yeah, no. And we were at least an hour inland.
Yeah.
No.
We were like, Fredericksburg is like Austin.
Yeah.
Fredericksburg is here, and then the water hole is right over here. So it's like an hour drive from Fredericksburg.
Yeah. So the only thing I will say from last time
for everything, true, huh?
I didn't hear any of that.
Oh, it's Pat Dramatis says, I feel like Texas takes the credit for everything. Texas and Italy. Yeah, we just claim things. We're like, yeah, that's ours. We did schnitzel. That's us. It's called chicken fried steak.
Schnitzel. I was gonna say, the only thing I'll say is that this little town right now, the main street is very busy. Like I don't mean like with people, like it's now like a main road for, there's construction everywhere right now. So I don't know if it's the time of the year or.
Yeah, I can't hear any of it, just so you know. Like,
oh, really? There's every once in a while, there's like just big trucks that go by, and you're like, oh, okay, that's loud.
I haven't heard a single one of them. Yeah, I hear the wind.
Oh, good.
That's it. Whatever mic you're using today is great.
It's just my headphones.
Yeah, whatever headphones you're using. Kolaches, only thing in Texas. I love kolaches. That's what you gotta get when you're there, is kolache. Yum, yum, yum. I love them.
I know they're good. But I'd rather achieve Danish.
Oh, I got my milkshake. Yard is clear. That's Blair. I legit saw a UFO the other day while driving, says Pat Germano. Prove it, Pat. Prove it.
My what? Or what?
Pat said he saw a UFO the other day while driving. And I said,
Oh.
prove it. Welcome,
Oh my
cornbread.
God. So wait, hold on. I'm just talking about like the things coming down the street. Look, this is a house. There's a house. Wait, there's a house driving.
House.
That's half
Yep.
a house. There's another
The other half of the
the
house.
other half of the house. Yeah. So like
Amazing.
when I say it's a busy street, it is a busy street.
Yeah, it's a main drag for getting through Texas, like that road right there. I think that like whenever I drive through, I wind up there because the 10 takes me.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like that's how a main street happens like this. You don't have a little town but it does the ambiance of sitting outside and enjoying a glass of wine is a little lessened by it.
Yeah. A little less. Okie dokie. All right. 12:31. Oh yeah. So business time also. So film festivals happening this weekend and next week. Lots going on for us today. Today's Thursday. Tomorrow is our screening in the Hill Country Film Festival for social anxiety. That's at 2:00. 2:00.
2 Texas time.
2 Texas time. We are actually also screening in the Atlanta Shorts Fest as well this weekend. That's going to be on Saturday at 7 p.m. Atlanta time, whatever that is. And then we are additionally in Marina del Rey, which is going to be on June 13th, a Tuesday, and that's at 6 p.m. All of the links for all those tickets are in our description box below. Natalie's in Hill Country. Obviously, we won't have a representative for Atlanta, but please go. If you go and you're in the shush right now and represent us, just say that you're a part of the film because you are. You help make this sucker happen.
Yeah, just go up and do the Q&A. And when they ask what was the hardest part of filming, say, well, it was getting all the decorations off of the Amazon wish list.
Yes, please do it. And then Marina del Rey. We may have some news coming out soon for other film festivals. We'll keep you posted. A lot of dates are coming up. A lot of our notification dates are coming up. So we will keep you guys posted on more opportunities to see social anxiety. Right now, there is no online version of it. And when we get done with the film festival circuit, we will make it happen for those of you who didn't get a chance to see it. Should we start a live show where we watch Natalie and Tara live and commentate? Yes. Pat, do it. You should do your own YouTube channel where you're just watching us and commenting.
A companion show.
I support this fully. Blair and Pat, you do your thing.
Companion show,
yeah, companion show. Clearly, we sanction this. We sanction. Let's see what else. We got I got a thank you for Toby. Toby, you still out there?
Who's gonna be here?
I saw him.
Was he here? Was he in the chat?
He popped in earlier, but I don't know if he's still here. But if you're still out there, Toby, thank you so much for the gear. We really, really appreciate it.
I'm using the gear right now.
All right.
This is the stand I'm using right now. Yeah.
You came in the nick of time. You were having some issues with, what was it? The ring light wasn't working or something?
Oh no, I was gonna try to use one of the Osmos, the DJIs.
That's right.
But Google has decided that they're not supporting the DJI apps, probably because they're from China. So we had to find a workaround. Justin did the morning of figured out how to do it, but by then I had already packed and I was like, I don't know how to figure out how to pack that anymore. So there was no more room for I was going to try to use the little gimbal and, oh well.
Thank you, Toby. So appreciate it. I was able to pass that stuff off. Yeah, which actually we went to a screening for another film that we were involved in called Miss Brown, which was fun. That was this last Tuesday night, and we got to go see it for the first. I only got to see it for the first time, which was fun. And we passed off the gear to each other. So thank you so much, Toby. You are awesome as always. Excellent. Cool. Okay, I think that's all of our business timey stuff, right? Yes.
Probably. Yeah. I have no real notes.
No, not really. I'm cleaning my house. That's really not.
Because your diet isn't only what you eat and drink. Be aware of what other things you are consuming, books, podcasts, TV shows, and make sure you're making healthy, balanced choices there too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
my day planner is very pretentious.
Who
It
is
has opinions about everything.
Yeah, it's telling all kinds of nonsense. Oh, it's the Tribeca film. Yeah, Miss Brown is the Tribeca film, which on that note, they did add some screenings to Tribeca if you're in the New York area. They did add the parent company who produced Miss Brown is collaborating with Tribeca and doing a giant screening over the next weekend. So there is another opportunity to see Miss Brown. I don't have links for that below, but I'll put them in the description after this. That's going to be at 6 o'clock in New York. And then also they added one on the 14th. So there are opportunities to see Miss Brown, though I imagine that's New York. And I don't know if we have anybody in New York that I can even think of.
Yeah, nobody in New York likes us.
No, we're not New York.
No, the closest to Chicago, Randy.
Yeah.
That's the closest we've got to New York.
Yeah.
Amanda was in New York. Amanda Palikinikinayo was in New York, but not New York City.
Right. No, but again, so that's like New York City is not like easy to get to. I mean, it is, but it's not rare. I'm in New York. Are you? Upstate though? Yeah. See, I can imagine like wanting to come down into the city, to see the thing.
What? But Toby drove to Ohio or Iowa.
I know.
Toby drove from Texas to Iowa to watch this.
Yeah. Yes. Amanda lives in Queens. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, Amanda, if you're watching this later, let me know, and I'll send you the link for the tickets.
Amanda has abandoned us. Amanda has abandoned us.
She doesn't love us anymore. She's too cool for us.
She was too cool for us to begin with.
Exactly. She realized it.
I mean that in the nicest possible way. I don't mean that in the shitty way. I mean
in the nicest way.
We were always like, wait, why is Amanda here?
Why does Amanda like us?
Why does Amanda like us?
It's a classic like cool girls in school situation. Like, why is the cool girl talking to us?
Yeah.
We're the nerds, right?
What are you doing?
This is suspect. Is she making fun of us behind our backs? She like really pretending to be friends with us to like use us for our test answers.
Right. What's her angle?
Yeah, what's your angle? You can tell Amanda lives in Queen. You can tell by her shoes, David says. Okay, David has some weird shoe math that he can do on people.
I have some shoe math.
Can you tell I live in Los Angeles by my cons that I wear every day religiously?
Yes, you can.
No matter what I'm wearing, I always wear cons. Oh my goodness. Okay, yes, that's all the important businessy, timey type stuff, I think, for the moment. Yeah, and I'll put those links in later if you guys want to make it. Toby drove twice as far as Mrs. Jack Boots and I drove. This is not a competition, Jack.
Yeah.
Boots. We love you all equally. You don't have to prove your love by miles.
But Jack Boots and Mrs. Jack Boots, that was a long drive. That was
awesome.
Not a short stint to come see.
Yeah.
And give me a fruitcake.
Everyone I know in LA wears all-stars. Really? Well, lame.
I will say that while Ben didn't drive far, he drove a lot.
Ben
drove me around the entire
miles. Same amount of miles for you, but not in one shot.
Yeah. Yep.
Did you get more subs? Yeah, we're slowly climbing. Like we're at 18.4 right now. I wear Tevas.
Yeah.
Excellent, Desiree. I've been looking at other shoes lately that are non-cons, and I'm like, I'm flirting with cheating on my cons with other shoe types. But my feet
like neocons.
I don't know. I'd have to look. They're like, I'm like, no.
Neocons is what you call conservatives. It's a shit term for conservatives.
Oh, got it. Nope, not neocons. Not neocons. From Mrs. Jack Boots is from Wisconsin, so we were used to long drive. Oh, okay. And Goomba got your joke, just so you know. Goomba was there with the laughter. All right, guys.
Of course, he's a presidential candidate.
Well, obviously he would get that joke. He's in politics.
Exactly.
Oh, All right, guys, 10-minute warning to joke corner, 10-minute warning to joke corner. We will be doing the regular joke corner, which is going to be even more meaningful since Natalie can't read the comments at all today. I don't know, bonus points for wine jokes. I'm digging. Have you done that?
Yeah. We'll see if my phone hangs out the whole time.
Yeah, unless Natalie goes down, and then we'll just finish our own, kids. Oh yeah, no, you can't do the elephant here. Joke. It lets out a little whine. We've already heard that one. Try again.
We've done that. It's done it. Yeah, my phone's getting a little choppy here. It does not want to play anymore.
Yeah, that always happens. You're getting throttled. What jokes? Joke corner. Go out and get your jokes and come back. You got 10 minutes to figure it out. Reminder, we do have an episode coming on tomorrow, our peanut butter and jelly mac episode. It's a disaster of an episode. It's really funny, but also the recipe is really cool. I would give it a try, but maybe half this recipe, like I opened that container later.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's so much in here. I was like, I can't.
Yeah. I mean,
so much in here.
This is enough to bring to like a full potluck and like as your side dish.
Yeah.
It's a big serving. And actually it's funny because it's cut down from like serving, millions at the park. So yeah, they're like, here's the small batch version. You're like,
the small batch version?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would cut the recipe in half, and because we didn't even use the recipe we had. We made all the mac, but we didn't use all the cream sauce even. So
no,
cut it down, but super good. And there's a special ingredient in there that don't skip. Like it makes the dish. And it is a shit show of an episode. Hang out for all the ridiculous things that go wrong. Like it just keeps happening. It was hysterical. And it was really hard to edit because there's so many stupid things that went wrong that I just wound up cutting. Like just us being absolutely insane.
Yeah.
I am Blair, I get it now. Blair has been drinking a milkshake this entire time and he's got a post milkshake glow now.
Yeah.
And I have a milkshake. Yeah.
Which is
go ahead.
Quickly followed by the tummy ache because I forgot to take my Lactaid of a milkshake. But
yeah, that's me and donuts. Like I'll eat like a donut and then another one because they're so good. And then I'll have a brief euphoria of getting to eat a donut and then the crash and tummy ache of eating a donut.
We ate this PB&J mac and I had been in ketosis for a week and I had the roughest time. It was so much sugar, so many carbs. My body wanted to die. Like I turned to Tara, I was like, I feel like I'm on drugs. Like,
how much of it did you actually eat? I feel like you didn't consume
much. No, but it's all just sugar and carbs. It's so much sugar, so much carbs. Like 95% of our audience is diabetic. They're not going to be able to handle it. I don't know.
The cream sauce is the peanut butter sauce, but you put cream in it to like.
Yeah.
Most donuts are fried in soybean oil. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't realize that.
What is what?
Most donuts are fried in soybean oil.
Oh,
I didn't realize
that had anything to do with it. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's my issue because I've never been able to figure out what it is about donuts that makes my stomach hurt so much.
Were you allergic to soy at all in your when we did the allergy thing?
I think so. No.
Sensitivity thing?
I'd have to go back and rewatch the episode. I went back and rewatched. Did I tell you this? I rewatched our tarot deck card episode recently. Yeah, I was like, oh, that's right. This was so fun. That was a fun rewatch. I almost posted about it because I was like, I don't care. It has nothing to do with anything. I'm going to make this be a thing. I'm posting about it. Sour cream donuts hurt my stomach, but others don't.
Interesting.
Oh.
I just recently realized that peanuts hurt my stomach. I didn't realize it. Like, I always thought that it was something about traveling that upset my stomach. And then one day we were on a road trip it was a road trip and I got peanuts and I had the exact same feeling. And I was like, wait a minute. And then I looked it up and like so many people have this slight intolerance to peanuts.
Yeah.
That's the same. I mean, not like, not a severe allergy like some people do, but like the same intolerance that you have of like milk. And I was like, oh, okay.
So add that.
It's always been funny, like while I have like the stomach of steel when it comes to like, I can eat anything and I don't care.
So not only were you in ketosis, not having sugar or carbs, you also had cream and also peanuts in that one day.
That's funny. You know what? I've never like associated it with peanut butter though.
Oh, okay.
I've only ever associated, I don't eat enough nuts to like really have explored this, you know, scenario. It's only ever airplane peanuts.
Yeah.
So I think it's peanut.
It's the texture of the nut that gives you your tummy ache because they're so hard to
digest. It's like, I think there's more of like a chemical that's released in the peanut itself. Like when you're, just like onions, the reason you cry is because there's a chemical being released. Like when you're chopping it up, like you can look at an onion, it'll be fine. But if you're chopping it up, there's a chemical. I think it's something similar like that with peanuts. Okay. There's a chemical that's okay now.
Some places use palm oil to fry donuts and it has a ton of saturated fat. I don't know. Something makes my tummy hurt. I mean, like I can eat fried food all day. I love fried food. I just something about a donut.
Right.
Tummy ache. Only dozen holes, please. Plain. Yum. Now I want a donut. Cursey.
I love donuts. There's a couple little donut shops here. I don't know why.
I love.
Probably not going to stop.
4-minute warning to joke corner, guys. 4-minute warning to joke corner, just to keep everybody updated. I used to love Tim Hortons donuts, unironically. Then they were bought by Burger King, and now they suck. And I need a new donut place. Oh, I'm sorry, Blair. That sucks. I hate when they change. This is a side thing, but they changed the ink formula in a pen I like. I'm like, why did you do that? It was perfectly good, and now it does weird things. I quit messing with things at work. Don't go, Tim. Burger King, if you're gonna
go changing.
It's important. Yes, don't go changing. Tim Hortons. What's the joke theme again? Oh, we're gonna do wine. Oh, thank you, Blair. Wine. Yeah, don't go changing perfectly good.
Oh, hold on. I got stories to tell that I didn't tell. So I got these wine bottles that I'm supposed to put out on tables. Because that's our gimmick. And there's no tables to put these things out on. Like where the little courtyard has a VIP room, but it's a wine tasting room. So here's this issue is multifaceted, is that I've made these wine bottles. I have them to put out as our promo material with our screening time on them. And I only have today and tomorrow morning before 2 to give them out because they're screening tomorrow at 2. So the rest of the festival, I'm just giving them out to people as like, hey, you missed our screening, but here's a bottle of wine.
You're my friend.
So there's no place to put them. So I'm gonna have to hand them out all night, which means I have to carry them all around. And then issue number 2 is they're Chardonnay and it's warm, so I chilled them. Well, now the fucking stickers aren't sticking to them anyway because they're like, as they sweat, like the stickers want to come up.
Yeah.
Right. Number 2. Number 3, this is the big one. I didn't think this through. I'm in fucking wine country. There are wine tasting rooms everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm handing you a mini bottle of Sutter Home. I am handing you a mini bottle of shit wine while you're in wine tasting. Like,
hey,
I'm
listen, at like midnight, they get into their room and they want one more glass. You know how that always happens? You get in, you're like, oh, I want one more glass of something. They won't care. They won't be able to taste anymore. They will have had so much wine. Their taste buds have died. And they're just going to want one more.
I just have to figure out how I hand this out to someone inside a wine tasting room. Like, I told the woman at the wine tasting yesterday, and she was laughing at me so hard. She was Rita. Rita was wonderful at Elk Tavern, Elk Vineyard. Let's go Vineyard. Loved her. But I was telling her about it, and she's like, she just had nothing positive to say about it. I'm like, I did not. This went great in Dubuque.
Yeah,
This is not
so much.
I did not think the Fredericksburg portion of this through.
Funny.
Oh, dang it!
Tell them it's a paperweight. Yeah, it's
right. Oh
yes.
my gosh.
Yeah. Hi, Kitty. You want to be part of the show? Come here, baby. Hi, Kitty. She's gonna try and get out of this room right now. Oh, there you are. There's Gizmo. Yeah, that's all you're gonna get of her. JDIFF is better than all of the festivals, says Ben. Tell them. Oh, someone else said something.
I think every other festival that we go to, they'll go over gangbusters.
Oh, yeah,
you know,
sure.
I mean, I have to remember so in Dubuque it was cold, so I didn't have to chill the wine. I was like, oh, it's fine. But I was like, it's so hot outside that I don't want these things to get that hot in the car, so I'll chill them ahead of time. All the labels are like not happy, so maybe I'll just drink them all.
But you're in wine country. You get a good wine.
Yeah, but I'll save money.
That's true. That's true. All right, joke corner is kicking off. Here we go. David Faith. You guys see the format. You know what to do. David Faith. My wife texted me a selfie in a new dress and asked, "Does this make my butt look big?" I texted back, "No." My phone auto-corrected to "moo." Please help. You're done for, David. Just so you know. Derek Ward, you don't have enough time to say one word to Edgar Allan Poe, who's about to walk into the street. What do you say?
Stop. Don't step into the street. You say stop.
That's what they're walking. Oh, I'm sorry. I read street. It's tree. Poe is about to walk into a tree. I saw street. Don't know where I got that.
Okay. I say the same. Stop. Don't walk into that tree. Stop.
The answer is poetry.
Ah, ooh, clever. Cheating.
Cheating. Ooh, clever cheating. So many emotions. David Faith. I asked my wife if I was the only one she'd ever been with. She said yes. All the others were 9s and 10s.
Wow.
Whoa, that's a dig. And then my thing just jumped ferociously. There could be a ghost aggressively breakdancing next to you right now, and you'd have no idea. That's so true.
That's true.
When you buy a bigger bed, you have more bedroom, but less bedroom.
Yeah.
Desiree.
It's a conundrum.
Do librarians like white wine?
I don't know. It's a wine name. What is it?
No, they like theirs well read. Yeah.
I've never done it.
Dinkar, good friends are like fine wine. That's why I keep mine locked in the cellar. Oh, side note, Natalie, while I'm looking at the house next door that they're painting, it's going to be black. They're painting the house next door black. It's been black for days. Yep. I don't know why. It's an interesting choice.
That's a choice. That's a choice.
Yeah, I'm watching 2 people walk on the roof right now, which is what made me think of it. They're doing construction. And that guy is dangerously messing with the wire. Anyways, what's the most commonly misspelled blood group?
Blood group?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Typo. Goomba, great wine is like great jazz. It confuses me, and I'm pretty sure it's all the same.
It's true. That is true. I don't understand.
David Fade, I don't want to brag or anything, but I can still fit into the same size socks I wore in high school. Derek Ward, world's oldest joke found in 10th century book of Anglo-Saxon poetry. What hangs at a man's thigh and wants to poke the hole that's it's often poked before. That's very funny.
What?
A key.
A key.
Yeah, because they used to have their keys on a buckle on there. Yeah, very funny. Desiree Gonzalez, he said his non-alcoholic wine was delicious. I said he had no proof. David, boy asked granddad, have you seen my pills? They were labeled LSD. Granddad replies, never mind the pills. Have you seen the dragon in the kitchen?
Everyone stop and help me pick up my, it was, do you remember the show Wings?
Yeah.
There was a one where they were trying to break into someone's house and Lloyd ate mushrooms. And it's so funny. He goes, stop. I've dropped all my fingers. And then somebody says something about it, it's like, that's funny coming, oh, that's real good coming from a guy with an antler coming out of his forehead. It was just like all these like non sequiturs this entire time.
Oh, I love it.
But stop, everybody! I've dropped all my fingers.
Joke, David Faith. I purposely bought the same grill my neighbor has. So every time it needs to be clean, I just switch them at night.
That's funny.
That's good.
Clever.
Gordon, and it jumped. It's so fun when it does that. They gotta make it so it stops doing this. What do you call a wine hangover?
I don't know.
The grape depression.
The Great Depression. I often have a Great Depression.
Desiree, don't ask me why I love wine. I have Rieslings.
I have my Rieslings.
David, a truck loaded with Vicks Vapor Rub overturned on the highway. Amazingly, there was no congestion for 8 hours. Goomba, a couple is sitting on the porch sipping wine. The wife says, "I love you." The husband says, "Is that you or the wine talking?" The wife replies, "It's me talking to the wine."
Talking to the wine.
Yeah.
I think I saw David post that one the other day. I saw that in something. Yeah.
Desiree, what do sailors drink when they gather at a tavern to commiserate?
What do sailors drink while they're gathered at a tavern to commiserate?
Yes.
I don't know.
Port wine.
Port wine. Okay, There you go. That makes sense.
David, I finally bought my son his first watch. It's about time.
Oh, my phone's about to die.
Oh no.
I'm losing you. All
right. Okay.
I guess I can't see you anymore.
Oh no. Guys, Natalie's gonna say goodbye. I'm gonna keep doing jokes for another few minutes. We're probably losing her any second. When you go, you go. It's A-okay.
Nope, I'm gonna do this because I can't see anything anyway.
Love live streams in the field. They're always it's a crapshoot. Why can't 2 elephants go swimming?
Like, can't 2 elephants go swimming? Because they forgot their trunks.
Yeah, that's super close. They only have 1 pair of trunks. I have a joke about nihilism, but I guess it doesn't matter. That's
what
good.
F is going on here?
She's dying. Oh, I think we lost her, guys. I think Natalie's got it. All right, I'm gonna keep going for a couple more minutes with these jokes because it's fun. David Faith, I don't want to brag, but I know the capitals of all the states. For example, Wyoming is W. That's me. That's hilarious. What's the most popular kind of red wine? We want our land back. Oh shit. That's Goomba. Come on, yo. Ben, I told my mom that I wanted wine. She has not stopped complaining since. My mom used to think about whining. She's really hated whining. And she's really, really gone. Just me, all alone now. To be frank, I had to change my name. David, that's hysterical. I'm considering taking a position translating old Mongolian poetry. The job has its pros and its cons. Very funny. That's ridiculous. Hi, Kitty. You wanna know? You know? Okay, she doesn't like me. Why are calculators good friends to have? Because you can always count on them and they do all the homework for you excellently. David Faith, there's this really funny joke about sausage, but I can't remember how it goes. I'll just have to send a link. Blah, blah, blah. Very funny. Very funny. Maybe they walked back us. Okay, I'm gonna jump all the way to the very end because we got 1 minute left. I'm just gonna check and see what you guys are saying. Probably bye to Natalie. We are just happy that you did the live stream in the field. Of course, it's our pleasure. We're always going to try to do live streams. There will be a live stream next week, just so you guys know. I won't be there because of Tribeca. Natalie will be tuning in there to do the live stream on her own. So she's gonna be on her own. So will you guys please tune in and give her some support and love? Yeah, Natalie's off. It's fine anyway. She's got to go do the film festival thing. It's gonna be a big fun day for her. I'm really glad that she was able to work it out and tune in. I need to start to get Natalie a portable battery fund. We have portable batteries. We do. It's just you got to plug in the headset. It's a whole thing. It's a whole shabba-ba-ba. All right, guys, I'm going to shut down this live stream. Thank you again for joining us. Really appreciate it as always. Don't forget we have an episode coming out tomorrow. It's our peanut butter and jelly mac episode. It is a disaster and a half, and you guys will enjoy it. So watch it all the way because just stuff just kept going wrong. And that's it. All right, we'll see you guys. Natalie, we'll see you next week. Episode coming out tomorrow, and we'll everything's back to normal the following week. All right, bye guys. And I'm going to close this box, and I'm in the stream, and goodbye.